evening, everyone. My name is Chair Erlinda Romo. I am the Chair of the Design Commission meeting, and tonight we have our regularly scheduled November meeting. I'm calling the meeting to order at 7:33 p.m. With that, the first thing we're going to do is say our Pledge of Allegiance, and Vice Chair Salo, will you lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. With that, we will have our roll call. Here.
Here.
Commissioner Chu,
Here.
Commissioner Lopez,
Here.
and Commissioner Myers.
And Commissioner Myers is currently absent. However, he may walk in at any minute, and we'll announce that when Commissioner Myers does arrive.
Tonight's meeting is live streamed on cable channel 3 and on our online platforms. To prevent any overlaps in comments, each commissioner will be called upon to speak. First item, public comment. This time is set aside for members of the public to address the Design Review Commission on items of interest that are not on the agenda, but are within the subject matter jurisdiction of the Commission. Pursuant to Brown Act, the Design Commission cannot answer any questions or take any action until such time as the matter may appear on an agenda in the future. If you wish to address the Design Commission, please fill out a speaker card that is available on the back table. Once completed, kindly submit the card to the recording secretary. Speakers will be called to the podium one by one. Each speaker will be given up to 3 minutes to speak. I believe there's no one here for public comment, correct?
Not at the moment.
Thank you. Our next item is consent calendar. All items under the consent calendars are considered routine, and recommendations will be approved in one motion unless a member of the Design Review Commission or public requests a separate discussion. Vice Chair Salo, do you have any items to pull?
No.
Commissioner Tu?
No.
Commissioner Lopez?
No.
Have we received any requests from the general public?
We have not.
So if we can have a motion to approve the consent agenda. Commissioner Lopez makes the first, and a second.
I second.
Great. Let's go ahead. We need a roll call.
Chair Romo,
Yes.
Vice Chair Salo,
Yes.
Commissioner Chu,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. And we don't have a public hearing this evening, so we'll go on forward to item A, which is an application at 1046 Anderson Way, planning case number SPR 21-09, site plan review, applicant Mark Yam. Anthony, you'll be making our presentation. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Chair. Good evening, Chair, Vice Chair, and Commissioners. The first item before you tonight is for a site plan review to propose a new two-story single-family residence located at the address 1046 Anderson Way, planning case number SPR 21-090. So the project site is located on the east side of Anderson Way, between West Fairview Avenue to the north and West Chestnut Avenue to the south. The 7,620 square foot lot is currently developed with a 1,473 square foot one-story single-family residence and a detached two-car garage. The property is surrounded by R1 zoning and single-family residences on all four sides. This image just shows a image taken from the front of the house recently within the last couple months. The property is zoned R1 for single-family residential and has a general land use designation of low-density residential. The proposed project is to demolish the existing one-story single-family residence in place of a new 2,442 square foot two-story home with approximately 1,349 square feet on the first floor and 1,093 square feet on the second floor. The project would also also provide an attached two-car garage located to the rear of the new house. The table above shows the development standards for the R1 zone in the San Gabriel Municipal Code. On the left is the R1 development standards as it reads in the code, and on the right is how the project is currently proposed. This table shows that the project meets those development standards. So the proposed project provides the following: a covered entry to provide a semi-private entrance from the street level, 9-foot ceiling heights to ensure that the building fits more appropriately to the neighborhood. This was something that was worked with the applicant to actually bring it down from an original proposal that had higher ceilings. Window trim and sizes that are consistent with the prairie-style window grids that are carried out throughout the project. El Dorado stacked stone veneer, a soft modern color palette, as well as concrete tile roof that matches the color palette and provides consistency throughout. As part of the new project, the applicant is also proposing a new landscaping plan, and that is provided in your packets tonight. Part of the landscaping plan would include the installation of a 24-inch crepe myrtle tree in the front yard that's shown in the rendering above, as well as a combination of shrubbery surrounding the new tree like flax lily, blue foxtail agave, and dwarf bottle brush. There is proposed to be sweet bay trees along the northern property line to provide a buffering between the new residence and the neighboring property to help with privacy and any kind of concern that there might be with that. There's also going to be a new 24-inch crepe myrtle tree located in the rear yard surrounded by the existing fruit trees and more shrubbery similar to the ones that is proposed in the front. Okay. As part of the San Gabriel Municipal Code, for new single-family homes or second-story additions, a neighborhood analysis must be conducted to show the number of two-story homes within a 300-foot radius of the proposed project site. This analysis was done and has been included as part of the packets as attachment D, and shows that there are currently 4 single-family zoned properties with a 2-story residence on them. As mentioned earlier, the land use designation is low-density residential, which would allow for the proposed project. Staff looked into the project as it aligns with the 2004 general plan and determined that it follows Community Design Goal 10.3, which is to create designs that live and breathe with San Gabriel's neighborhoods as they themselves live and breathe. This project was found to be exempt from the requirements of the California Environmental Quality Act, or CEQA, per guideline section 15303, class 3 for new construction or conversion of small structures. So this project was originally noticed for the October 24th, 2022 Design Review Commission meeting. Unfortunately, the item had to be continued to tonight's meeting because of a lack of quorum. For the October 24th, 2022 meeting, a notice was provided for the project and was sent out to property owners within a 300-foot radius of the subject site, as well as having a notice posted in the October 13th, 2022 issue of the San Gabriel Sun and a notice posted at the project site. However, since the proposed project was continued to a date certain to tonight's meeting, noticing was not required for tonight's meeting. The meeting agenda was still posted in its required places like our city's website, in front of City Hall, San Gabriel Post Office, and the public library. Okay. And it is with that that the staff recommends that the Design Review Commission adopt a resolution of the Design Review Commission of the City of San Gabriel, California, approving planning case number SPR 21-090 for a new two-story single-family residence at 1046 Anderson Way, subject to the recommended conditions of approval. This will conclude staff's presentation at this time. Staff is available for any questions. The applicant, Mark Yam, is unfortunately could not make it, but we do have a representative for the project here tonight that can answer questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. With that, let's see if we have any clarifying questions for staff from our commissioners. Commissioner Tu?
No, I don't have questions for staff. Thank you.
Commissioner Lopez?
I have just one question. There is no commentary from any of the neighbors surrounding this for today, correct?
Correct. We have not received.
Were there any for the prior meeting of October?
October? No, we did not receive public input or comments for the past October 24th meeting or tonight's meeting for this item.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Salo?
No questions for staff.
I don't have any questions either.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. With that, the applicant come. You're going to make a presentation.
My name is Andy Yu. I'm representing the applicant, Mark Yan, and also the property owner. I have nothing to add on to the presentation, but I would like to answer any question if you guys have any.
Okay. With that, Commissioner Tu, do you have any questions for Mr. Hu?
Yes, I do have a question. In the drawings, I don't see any window drawings, so I was wondering what is the type of windows? Because I look at the material, it says it's the single or double hung windows that's been called out, but it's hard to tell from the rendering or from the drawing. So from the drawing, it looks like it's all fixed. It doesn't. It can't really see how the window operates.
For the single or double hung window, from the appearance, they are the same. It's just if there's double hung, the top pane can move down. So unless it's
Yes,
sliding.
So my question was, all the windows are the same way of operating?
Usually we use a single hung window, unless
Single
this
hung.
is,
So there's no fixed window throughout?
Let me see. I think Only the one that at the foyer, the window on the second floor from the front elevation, that one is fixed.
Okay, yeah, because on the elevation, they all look the same. It doesn't seem like there's any single hung window on the rendering. They all look like the fixed panel to
If
me.
you see the elevation on A4, the single or double hung window, you can see a line in the middle. That is a single double hung window. And the one is fixed without the line in the middle. If you look at the page A4.
Thank you.
Right.
I do have a couple comments, though.
Thank you. Commissioner Lopez, do you have any questions for the applicant?
No, I don't.
Commissioner Salo?
Yeah.
Vice Chair Salo.
Yeah, I have a few questions. So at the front porch, the material at the base, I'm assuming that's concrete. Is that correct?
The base is concrete, and then we will go stucco it.
Oh, so you will stucco it to
Yes.
match the. Okay, because I'm looking at it and it's rendered exactly the same way, so that's my question.
But we usually stucco the part that is exposed.
Okay, but on the ground where you walk on, that's not going to be stucco, right?
It's going to be concrete.
Maybe concrete. Okay. I would not mind if that portion of the building might be a darker tone. I think it looks a little odd being all the same. My second comment is it looks like you have some ornamental ironwork at the second floor balcony. And I just want to be sure that it's going to be consistent with the front door because that's kind of what you're implying here, but there is no detail of the ornamental ironwork.
We will make sure that they will be consistent.
Okay, and on that same note, in the rendering, it looks like you guys are keeping the same side gate, the white gate with the two rust stains. I want to be sure that you replace that side gate with ornamental ironwork that's also consistent with what you're
Yes.
proposing. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I have another comment on the site plan. So it looks like if there's a car parked in the driveway, then there is no pedestrian access from the sidewalk to the front door. Right now, if you're at the sidewalk and you want to get to the front door, you have to go walk up the driveway. Is that correct?
I don't think there's any current proposed gate on the site plan.
No, not a gate. I'm just saying that if there's a car parked there in the driveway, then there's no other walkway to access the front door from the sidewalk.
No.
Yeah, so I would suggest that you have like a walking path in addition to the driveway.
A walking path? From the front?
From the sidewalk, from the street, from Anderson Way?
So from the front toward the porch?
Yeah.
Okay, I can make that happen.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. It's from the sidewalk, from the front.
Right. Those are all my comments.
Okay.
Thank you. We had some good comments. I have a couple of additional comments. The stone veneer that's shown there, it's my personal opinion that that type of stone is overutilized for the last 10, 15 years. And I've seen maintenance issues with the stone falling. And in reading the packet, a lot of the homes in the neighborhood use brick, and there's a possibility of, I'm making a recommendation to use a brick veneer that would go there in that front entry area. That from what the research I was doing, it is compatible with the prairie style, and it also matches the neighborhood, and it's an ode to the previous house that was there, that you're planning on demolishing. So that's my recommendation on the front, and I think the project will have more of a classic look to it, and the design of the house will look better.
I can convey the idea to the designer.
How does that work?
Madam Chair, at this time, staff would recommend maybe comments from the city architect on that and also comments from the other commissioners.
Ron?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I think that's a good idea. With the prairie style, you know, it was originated in Wisconsin and Illinois with a lot of brick. Frank Lloyd Wright was like the father of the prairie style. The bricks he used were called Norman bricks or Roman bricks. They're thin and long, so you get a lot more horizontality out of the bricks. It's a very good idea, I think. I also want to just say that I had the chance to review this project 4 times, and it's come a long way. They've been very responsive to our comments, so this might be a very good comment.
So, I'm strongly, whoever makes the motion, I'm strongly suggesting that we use the brick with our motion. The other thing I want to clarify is when you look at the landscape legend, it only lists 1 crepe myrtle. 2 crepe myrtles are shown depicted on the graphic. The staff report also calls out for 2, but when you look at the legend on the upper left-hand side, it only has 1 as the quantity of the And I want to make sure, since these documents are going to be, looked at and followed up upon with staff, that we have the correct number of crepe myrtles there. And I wanted to just ask you, is that your understanding that there's going to be 2 planted crepe myrtles?
Well, generally, we follow the landscaping plan.
Yes, but the landscape plan it shows 2, but in the quantity up on the left side, it says 1.
Mm-hmm.
Am I reading that wrong, Anthony?
Can you clarify it? Because I don't know which is only 1, but
Not the plan, so what we could.
just 2? Okay, we'll make that change. I mean, the revision.
Yeah, it was probably just an error,
Yeah.
but I just want to make sure
I agree.
that is corrected before going forward.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions or comments for the applicant? Commissioner Tu?
Yes, I do have a comment about the light fixture was chosen. It looks a bit, the chrome, it looks a bit too industrial looking, kind of disconnected with the imperial style of the architecture. I thought it may be like a different light fixture that can be more associated with the style of the building can be chosen. That's my opinion.
And Ron, is there a particular light fixture style that would be better?
I was going to make a suggestion, but there are some prairie-style light fixtures that
Okay.
might be better.
So this time, I'd like to see if anyone would like to make a motion on this project.
I'd like to make two motions, please, or a motion with two contingencies. Um, One is I'd like to see the pathway to the sidewalk, as the commissioner stated. That way, creating a walk space when there's a vehicle parked in the driveway. And the second is the brick veneer. I'd like the motion for that to be a contingent on approval of the project.
I believe the other, we want to make sure the gate, because the gate on the rendering that's shown,
Correct, the wrought iron, yes, for both the patio upstairs, to be consistent with the gate and
Yes.
treeway, yes.
yes. We want to make sure the brick veneer, the wrought iron work, all matches. We want that walkway in front. We want to make sure that there are 2 crepe myrtles and also the light fixture in the prairie style. So those are the items. Am I missing anything?
I'd just add that if the applicant is open to changing the veneer to a brick, that brick extend all the way down to the porch at the ground.
Oh, correct, blending the color,
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have a motion, a first. Is there a second?
I second the motion.
Great. With that, if we can have roll call?
Chair Ropo,
Yes.
Vice Chair Salo,
Yes?
Commissioner Two,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have our next on the agenda, we have comments from the planning manager.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair, members of the commission. Seeing that this is probably the last meeting for 2022, staff would like to mention that on behalf of the planning team, staff would like to thank the commission for taking the time to attend the evening meetings, to review the projects, and providing guidance to the project applicant as well as to staff. May of this year was the first in-person meeting after 2 years of virtual meetings due to the pandemic, so that was a very positive thing. Also this past year, we welcome Marlene Cervantes, who's the assistant planner, as well as Christine Song, who's the senior planner, and she took over after Matt Chang left. So we were glad to welcome them to the planning team as well. The city architect, Ron Nestor of WHA, and his team has been with the city for about 1.5 years now, also providing assistance to property owners and designers. So we're very excited about that. Also recently, the city awarded a contract to Architerra Design Group to assist with landscape design and plan check review services. So also very excited about that. And in 2022, this year, the commission reviewed and approved approximately 11 projects and previewed several large-scale projects. And staff hopes to present more projects to the commission in the upcoming year, as well as to bring back some of the preview projects for formal review in the upcoming year. Also, this year, the city saw the completion of the Mission View Plaza located at 704 West Las Tunas Drive. And that project features a tile mural displaying Latin and Asian cultural images, and that art work is located within the walkway area in front of Paris Baguette. And also 500 East Valley Boulevard was also completed this year, and that is a 1-story multi-tenant commercial project that is located at the southeast corner of East Valley Boulevard and Euclid. And that project includes the wall relief that was reviewed by the commission that displays the San Gabriel Mountains as well as the native plants to San Gabriel. So that project was completed. And also starting construction this year, the self-storage project located at 414 South San Gabriel Boulevard, as well as the medical office building located at 508 West Las Tunas. So they both started construction fall of this year. In the upcoming year, 860 East Valley Boulevard, which is the mixed-use project located at the southwest corner of Valley and Charlotte, they are anticipated to be completed with construction in the first quarter of next year. And that project features the sculpted leaves on the tower element of the building. So I believe their construction fencing, scaffolding, all of that is down, and the building and the art piece, it can be viewed from the street, so that's very exciting. And also in the upcoming year, it's also anticipated that the one, which is the mixed-use project located on Valley and Del Mar, will also be completed, as well as 400 Valley Boulevard, which is another mixed-use project that's located on the west side of the city on Valley and Ben Cab. So a couple of the mixed-use projects will be wrapping up in the upcoming year. Also this year, the city was able to get started on the city's historic resources survey project, and that is also anticipated to be completed first quarter of next year. So a lot of exciting things this year, a lot of exciting projects coming next year. And with that, staff would also like to mention that under item 6, which is adjournment, the next regularly scheduled meeting will be December 26th. City Hall will be closed on that day, and so the recommended adjournment will be to the regularly scheduled meeting in January, which is January 23rd of 2023. And so with that, staff would like to wish the commission happy holidays, and see everybody in the new year.
Great, thank you so much. It's a lot going on. You've been busy. Your staff has been busy here. I don't know if the economic challenges right now and higher interest rates will slow down projects. Maybe yes, maybe no. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm glad that you're part of this team, and we have a couple new commissioners now. But I think overall we're trying to build a better San Gabriel with how we're reviewing the projects. I'd like to see Commissioner Tu. Do you have any comments?
No, I don't.
Commissioner Lopez?
No comments.
Vice Chair Salo?
No, no comments.
Well, I would also like to wish everyone a wonderful holiday, and I hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving last week. And the year's coming to an end, and we had a very short meeting tonight. It's kind of very different than the 9:30, 10 o'clock plus meetings, so this is very nice. So with that, we will adjourn to the regularly scheduled meeting in January 2023, 23rd in the new year, 2023, at 6:30 here at City Hall and the council chambers. So thank you very much.